Loose Gadgies. Thursday, and today it's all about Mark's topic, and we've got some quickfire pew pew questions that he hasn't told me about, but I'm going to cut them up and then I'm going to stick them on Instagram. So let's see if we can get some interesting answers. And apparently, there's a Christmas theme in amongst it. So, Mark.
Yeah, it's sort of
crack.
It's in, you think about the last week or so, and I think about when I've been in Asda, and Asda's been crazy this week because you got that build up to Halloween, and Halloween's huge now, like in America, and then I just think, then we quickly move into Guy Fawkes Night, which is officially tonight, isn't it? It's tonight. Oh no, it's not, because it's not that day. Sorry.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was last Sunday. That was last Sunday, Mark. That was last Sunday.
And then when I went in Asda for that, the queue for as you say, for setting fire to the place and you're not having any issues with getting your ID and basically blowing something up. Then so quickly after that, it made me think of a question. So now we're quickly moving into the Jingle Bells period. I didn't know what to call it there. Jingle Bells. So, I've got a couple of quick fire questions. So, and some of these have already started, but I just thought I'd like your opinion on it. I know we're not really Christmas-fied, are we? We don't really, feel it about Christmas, do we? Do you feel it? I'm not that weird.
I make an attempt to every year, and I try and look forward to the daft Christmas telly and the Christmas editions of certain things and big fat quiz of the year and that kind of stuff. But to be fair, the Christmas TV's been it's been dire. I mean, there's no Star Wars or Indiana Jones on anymore or any of that stuff. You know what I mean? There isn't really Christmas telly anymore. It's cooking shows and Christmas versions of cooking shows that they're recorded in May. Like Bake Off and stuff. Like it's sweltering outside and they're wandering around in Christmas hats, and technically it was recorded in the middle of summer. It's just not, that's not what Christmas is. It's not like a Christmas version of some show. It's the stuff that's normally on at Christmas that you sit there and you're feeling a bit, you've just had your ninth dose of turkey or some mince pie or something, and you're vegging. It's not. So it doesn't feel the same as it used to.
Yeah. So when is it appropriate to start the TV advertising? We're talking about John Lewis and the adverts have come out. When is it okay to start putting them on?
They turned the lights on down south a couple of days ago. Apparently, it's tradition at the start of November. In this particular, I wasn't paying attention because I was too busy swearing at it. Was it Oxford Street or something? I don't know. They turned the lights on at the beginning of November. I said, what? Already? Like, normally I can see a roundabout from here, and there's usually like a Christmas tree on it. The council put a Christmas tree on. That's not up yet. Normally they start putting them up down Whitley Bay and whatnot, but don't turn them on. They just hang them up ready. I mean, I don't know. Does it feel too soon? Still feels too soon to me.
So, well, basically, I'm in the maths here. I was doing the maths in my head. So we're saying 17 to 20% of the year is spent celebrating this one occasion.
Well, I've already seen some stuff on Facebook. Yeah. Like what was it? It was the beginning of last month, end of the month before, so September, October. I saw people clicking on stuff saying, oh, so-and-so is interested in going into such and such Christmas market or such and such Christmas. I was like, what? It's September? Shut up. Like, and the places like The Range, that has all the tat, they already, back end of September, had their whole Christmas thing laid out. Had the lights on, all the tinsel, had this, the daft Santas, so as you walk past, gives you the fright of your life because it just all of a sudden starts talking to you. Because you break the beam or whatever it is. And then this daft Christmas song goes off. Like, it's not even October, man.
Hold on. Hold that thought. So, when is it appropriate for Christmas songs to be on the radio? Because I'm a
End of
bit of a
November. End of
end of
November.
November.
End of November, maybe. Beginning of December. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about when I'd be upset about hearing them on the radio, but bearing in mind, you've generally got 90 weeks of Slade to listen to.
Yeah. They'd be getting the
It's
royalties, won't they?
Christmas. Shut up.
Royalties. Yeah. I know because I listen to Hard FM and I think it's Amanda Holden and Jimmy Theakston, and they've started having this debate about when, and they play this competition just before Christmas where if you answer 3 questions correctly, they'll then play the first Christmas song, and it's obviously rigged, but I'm going to say it's round about mid-November that they're going to start playing this.
Do you not think it's because people want Christmas to last longer, like the feeling, the festive feeling, and the Christmassiness?
Yeah,
I guess that's not a word, but you know what I mean.
Post-pandemic, because we had a couple of tough years where we really we've been told we couldn't, and then the first time officially out, we all wanted to go over the top a bit, didn't we?
Oh, aye.
But it's I mean, I'm not a Scrooge in any way, but it's just like, at which point do you get, like you said, which point do you get sick of hearing Slade from mid-November till the end of December? 6 weeks of that same song every day.
And it's the same bloody playlist.
Isn't it?
Mariah
There's not been
Carey.
many new Christmas songs in the last 5 to 10 years, is there?
That What's It of New York, the one with the swearing in.
The Pogues.
The Pogues, that'll be on. Slade will be on. Mariah Carey will be on.
Shakin'
There might be a little bit of Shakin' Stevens, a bit of Bublé.
Bit of Wham.
And Last Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Bublé. You can't have a Christmas without Michael Bublé.
But there haven't been any new Christmas songs written since then, though. Not since the 80s, Mark. There hasn't been any new Christmas songs in 40 years.
No, there has. They just don't play them.
Exactly.
I think they tried to slip in an Ed Sheeran one last year, that he'd had out for a while.
Sort of.
The irony is that East 17, the one they play for East 17, wasn't actually a Christmas song.
No, it was just them wandering around in massive white coats, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And there was a bit of snow in the video.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with Christmas.
Nah.
And it's played all the time.
However, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go.
Because it's an important one, and I've heard
Isn't it a
asked.
Christmas one? Because I haven't finished my Christmas
Yes.
one. Good.
Yes. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's held at Christmas. It's
Yippee-ki-yay.
snowing. Yeah, all of that. Now people say, no, it's an action movie. It's not a Christmas movie. It's an action movie set over the Christmas holidays when he's trying to get his wife home and all of that.
They're having a
It's
party.
a bloody Christmas movie.
Is that one of the first scenes where they're having some sort of party in the tower? And
Nakatomi, the
Him as
Nakatomi
well.
Plaza.
Yeah. Ooh, that hurt me. That. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that one, and then there's the one in the airport. Die Hard 2, wasn't it? When he was trying to bring the planes down. Either one of them, you could happily have at Christmas. Right?
I'm a Miracle on 34th Street with
Don't know.
Edinburgh.
Is that the one? It's a bit of a Scroogey type story where
basically he's a Father Christmas, and they decide in court to try and prove. And the finishing line is, if on a banknote it says "In God We Trust," if it's on the banknote of an American dollar, and we believe that, then in theory we should believe about Father Christmas. It's a great one. I love it. Miracle on 34th Street.
I have never watched it.
It's a great film. It's got pull at your heartstrings, little wishes from the little kid. Things happen, and then it's hard to imagine that. That's David's brother, isn't it? David and Richard.
Yeah.
It's
weird having God We Trust on a banknote, though, right? When you think about, well, you haven't even proved he exists.
Exactly. Us being, the other side of the fence.
I wouldn't. And it
Anyway,
makes it a bit...
I agree. Bruce Willis, bless his little cotton socks, not doing so good at the minute. Definitely a
No.
Christmas one. So,
He has sold
Nick-
rights to his image though, so that
Is he?
movies can be made using AI. Yeah, he's licensed out the rights to his image and his voice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Decorations in the house or on the street. When?
As my mum would say, 12 days before, 12 days after.
Nice one. Like that. That's the official, isn't it? But, you'll see some in our streets round here. We've just getting over bonfire and they'll be going up next week.
Oh no.
Eh?
And there'll be Easter eggs in the shop at the end of November though.
They will. They'll be melted. And
Commercialism for you.
here's a couple of fun ones. When's it
Right.
appropriate? When's it appropriate for Nigella to hang her stockings?
Ooh. What with their innuendos and
Here's one.
and a,
Here's one
a
for Robin
frisky
and
whisk
Connor.
and
Where do we stick our stuff? We put it in the microwave.
she's so blatant, isn't she?
Isn't she? We were
She doesn't
talking
really do it
about
for me, but
we were talking about the other one, but I can't mention his name because it would be politically incorrect. Because me and Robin like to have a bit of fun about Nigel Slater.
Nigel Slater.
Nigel Slater, the cook.
Oh, I thought you meant the guy from Boone and
No.
Men Behaving Badly.
No, this is. Anyway,
Isn't that Nigel? No, that's Morrissey. That's Neil Morrissey. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
idiot.
and then when is it
Brilliant.
appropriate for us to give you the first sniff of a Brussels sprout?
Never.
Never.
Simple answer to that question.
Christmas is cancelled because Simon won't sniff a Brussels sprout.
Just stop growing them.
Yeah.
Stop growing them. They're little cabbages, and we all know cabbage is awful. And we try and repackage the cabbage as a cute little version of this round thing. And all it really achieves is powerful farts.
So, in about a couple of minutes' time, the other day, Anita was making our Sunday dinner, and she decides she's done mashed potato, and she says to me, "Do you want me to make them into potato croquettes?" And I'm like, "What? You're trying to put a dress on mashed potato?"
Yes, but a croquette. Ooh, yeah.
And then this is where we
wrap them
totally
in bread.
disagree.
Wrap them in breadcrumb.
Yeah.
Deep fry them.
Well,
Oh,
deep
did you
fry
not have
it,
them? Well, that's a proper croquette. You deep fry it afterwards, right? So you get this nice crispy coating on it. Did you not have them growing up?
I just
Used to be able to get them in Iceland. These
just
little
like-
potato croquettes.
I know
You bite
what
into
you've done.
them and they burn you all the way down because they're piping hot in the middle.
I know what you've done. You tried to disguise my. It's like when kids wouldn't eat a veg and mum smashes everything up and just says, "Oh, it's lovely." You're
It's
trying to
not mash,
disguise
Mark.
mashed potato.
It's not mash, Mark. It's a croquette.
Not on my watch. Not on my
You should
watch.
try it. Mind you, you're the one who said roast parsnips are better than roast potatoes. I still haven't forgiven you for that.
Definitely.
Nah.
I did
You
it
know,
last
I
week.
told me mum. Told
Did
me
you?
mum that, and she went, "Oh, it's because they're sweet." I said,
Yeah,
"Well, he does have a sweet tooth. You might be right."
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you've cooked them in the air fryer in a bit of duck fat. The sweet intensity is fantastic.
Do you not chuck? You're not one of them people that chucks a little bit of honey on them and
Yeah.
gubbins.
If it's Christmas, definitely. But during the week, no, because it's too many calories.
It's a carrot with a dress on, isn't it? Really, parsnip.
Yeah, it's an impossible. It's like what's them things we do at Christmas? It's like a pantomime. A parsnip is a pantomime. Oh
It's
no,
like
it
that.
isn't.
It's like that sweet potato. It's like a turnip and a carrot had sex and wrapped it in a potato skin.
Yeah,
Someone said, "You've got to try them sweet potatoes. They're lovely." I went, "Potato? Well, I love potato. I'll try it." And I went, "I can't decide if this tastes like turnip or carrot, but I'm not having it ever again." At least
Well,
I know.
we'll have to start a Christmas tradition whereby we send each other a picture of our Christmas plate, just so we
Ooh.
can inspect it.
Yeah,
You with your mashed potato.
yeah. And roasties. Do you know what I had today?
Huh?
For Sunday dinner? Oven pie.
That sounds nice.
Oven pie. Steak a thick pastry top.
Ooh, yes.
But my mum made mash, right? But do you know what else she did? It's a nice surprise. She got some of these Tesco mini potatoes, left the skins on, and roasted them in sea salt and olive oil. So I had these roast. So I had roast potatoes.
Yeah.
And mash. I know you don't like potato and potato, but roast potatoes and mash.
Yeah.
With peas and oven pie. I thought, do you know what? That was a good Sunday dinner.
Love an oven pie,
just something different from a roast. So next week she went, do you fancy mince and dumplings for next Sunday dinner? I went, I'm not going to say no, mind. And do you know what else she did? What? She had pastry and steak left. So I've got another one in the fridge. And there was roasties left. She had too many, so I've got roasties and an oven pie sitting in the fridge for Tuesday. Wednesday.
One day we're going to do an episode in the northeast on a Sunday, and then I'm going to go for Sunday dinner to your mum's house.
Or we'll do a cooking episode.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do a
should have you around, mind. Should have you around.
Yeah.
I should have you around. If I tell you I come for Sunday dinner, I should. Ooh. We'll do this. What does he like? What does he like?
Everything, apart from
mash.
Correct.
What about your puddings? Because your mum always does a pudding. She either does a crumble or a cake.
Anything. I mean, if I was going to go, I'd go sticky toffee pudding with caramel sauce and maybe a bit of custard.
Oh, she generally does either a lemon drizzle.
Love a lemon drizzle.
With ice cream. She sometimes does a brownie, or she'll do depending on the season, she might do blackcurrant or blackberry crumble or an apple crumble.
Love a crumble.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at what my mum and dad's put away, and they're like, "Do you want pudding?" I went, I won't be able to eat anything till about 7 o'clock. How can you have that? Bear in mind, they have all the veg as well, and then have a pudding.
Anita does that, and I'm not. I'm like, I've got to have 2-3 hour gap.
Oh,
and then
exactly. Do you want some ice cream? No. They bought Magnums last week. It's still in the freezer. I said, tell you what, I'll take it home. I cannot fit it in that. I'm not a pudding. I like to just smash my face into my main meal.
Yeah.
Have something to drink with it, and then just give me time to settle. Then I can go and enjoy that little afterthought on its own, fully, without feeling like I'm cramming it in, and topping myself off.
Because the temptation with having the pudding straight after is like 2 or 3 hours later, we're thinking, I could fancy something else now, but you've just eaten it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have it later. And you can look forward. I've forgotten that that's in the freezer, so sometime this week I'm going to be hunting around and go, look at that. Look at you just sitting there.
Speaking of food, making me really hungry.
Yes, it's 3 past. So
it's which day?
It's 3rd September, isn't it?
It's 3rd September, right?
3rd September. Aye. So next week we'll likely have some more political bits, although we did want to talk about trust, especially now. Especially now you've been dealing with a lot of tradespeople and whatnot. Yeah. So I'd be interested to see how some of that pans out, and talk about that on the show next week. So if you've got trust issues or thoughts on trust, we'll see you next week. Yeah. Until then, if you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you want to see some more, hit the subscribe button. It's all free and the best way to help the channel. But until next Monday, Tuesday, take care.